This press conference, the first by the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, Professor Joash Amupitan, since assuming office on October 23, 2025, is strictly to release the timetable for the 2027 general elections. At the event at the Commission's headquarters in Abuja, the chairman says presidential and National Assembly elections will hold on February 2027, while governorship and state assembly elections are scheduled for March 6, 2027. He also addresses concerns surrounding the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, reaffirming his support for the electronic transmission of results, which he says has strengthened the credibility of the electoral process.
Transmission is mentioned in those provisions. So nobody is going to take the nation backwards because INEC has been doing it, and we have built an IREF. We have improved on the IREF. We're improving on our BFAS to ensure that this is done.
The INEC chairman states that the Commission's funding request for 2027 are measured compared to 2023, even as the National Assembly proposes 32 billion naira for ad hoc staff. INEC is expected to deploy about 450,000 National Youth Service Corps members to support election duties nationwide.
We'll do our best to ensure that within the budget limits that we have, we give Nigeria what they desire.
Amupitan further explains that off-cycle governorship elections in states such as Anambra, Bayelsa, Edo, Ekiti, Imo, Kogi, Ondo, and Osun are constitutionally determined following appellate court decisions that stagger governors' tenures.
There were a lot of judicial processes involved, election petition tribunals, some governors were removed, and then those that eventually got on the ballot, they now had to start their tenure afresh. So it's for that reason that we cannot have the same time, election the same time with those states that are involved.
He calls on political parties, candidates, and citizens to begin early preparations to ensure a peaceful, transparent, and credible electoral process.
The Commission hereby sets in motion the electoral process for the 2027 general election.
With the release of the timetable, political activities are expected to intensify as parties and emerging coalitions reposition ahead of 2027.